Hello everyone, myself Shailesh Rani and I welcome you all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. First of all, I congratulate the student who passed 10th standard successfully and entered in 11th standard. Student, I am your computer teacher and I am teaching 11th and 12th standard computer subject. So, in class 11, we are going to learn Synfig Studio. It is animation software. Okay. Secondly, we are going to learn Wing Editor. It's a scripting language. And third topic is our DBMS, that is Database Management System. So students, these all three softwares are practical software. We have to do practical when you come in school. But before that, whatever the theory part, that I will teach by video lecture only. As well as the class 11, there are total 3 exams. The first exam for 50 marks, and in computer subjects you have to prepare MCQ only. There is no long question answer, there is only MCQ and you will get the grade. Second exam, 50 marks, and the final exam from 80 marks. So I hope you understood it very well. Thank you. Today we are going to start chapter number 1, that is Introduction to Multimedia. So let's begin with Introduction to Multimedia. So dear friends, in this chapter we will get detailed information about multimedia. Nowadays multimedia has become the most important part of our day-to-day life. First of all, we will get the information about various mediums of communication. Then, what is multimedia and different elements of multimedia like text, graphics, audio, video, animation, etc. So student, let's begin with the first topic. What is multimedia? Now, for multimedia, we require some components like radio, television, entertainment, game, information and communication technology. These all are the components of a multimedia. Multimedia derived from word multi and media. Multi means many or multiple, and media it means distribution tool and information presentation like text, graphics, voice, images, music and etc. It's called media. So student, actually this media is a one kind of a communication which is an integral part of our life. In daily life, we listen to music. We use various means of communication like radio, newspaper, television, theater, movies, internet and others. All these media help us gain knowledge or educate us. Student, when you write letter to a friend describing him about your trip like Shimla to Manali, only the text can be read, but you cannot hear the voice of that person, and that is called the text. So you can write only text, but you cannot listen that person voice. But if you send him a picture along with the letter, he can imagine the fun you had during your trip. Nowadays, students, everyone using WhatsApp, and by WhatsApp we can send the text, audio, video, images. So by sending image, we can enjoy that fun what we did in picnic. So, however, if you send a video clip, he could visualize more about the fun you had, and that is the part of the video. As you can see, the more medium of information you use, the impact of communication increases. Multimedia is all about adding various effects to make communication effective. So, student, next, what is the definition of multimedia? What is actually multimedia? The term multimedia has been coined from two terms, multiple and medium. Multimedia is a combination of different media elements like text, audio, graphics, video, and animation. Computer capable of running text, images, audio, video, and animation is known as multimedia computer. As well as, student, the combination of all the media elements make the communication more structured and understandable to the user. So that's why the multimedia is nowadays used in every field like education, theatre, advertising, fashion, gaming, etc. Now, the elements of multimedia. Which are the elements we are going to use in multimedia? In that, the first element is text. Now, what is actually the text? So, including text in multimedia, the basic steps toward development of multimedia presentation. We are using the text to develop a multimedia presentation. Right now I am explaining this point. So I also use the text for making presentation. Text is used to communicate with the user. A broad term for something that contains word to express something. Obviously the meaning of the text is it's express something. Text is the most basic element of a multimedia. Proper use of text and words in multimedia presentation will help to communicate the idea and message to the user. A good choice of words could help convey the intended message to the user. The text can have different type, size, color, and style to suit the professional requirement of the multimedia software. You can see here, student, the text have multiple color, multiple size, multiple type. You can write in Arial, then Jokerman style or monotype cursive. So these all are the font type. Serif and sans serif. Before that, I clear a few things here. The text, it means characters that are used to create word, sentence and paragraphs. Texts have typeface also, and the typeface is categorized into two types that are not written in PPT, but I just explain you. It's a serif and sans serif. The serif is a little decoration at the end of the character, but the sans serif is the name suggests are without the decoration. So these are the difference between serif and sans serif fonts. Serif fonts are easy to read. They are used to printer pages. They are usually used when there is a lot of text to be read. But sans serif fonts are Arial, Verdana, Helvetica are example of the sans serif font which are used for headline and title. But on computer screen, due to low resolution, serif fonts are difficult to read than the sans serif. So student, I hope you understood the first element, that is text of multimedia. Now you can see an example also. The text have different format. This is the size of the text is larger, this is smaller, the typeface also change, the font type also change here. Okay, so this is the example. Now next element is graphics. The graphics, you can say graphics means image. Now generally multimedia presentation are graphics based or image based. Information communicated through image is easier to remember and understand. Images used in multimedia application can be two types. The photographs converted into digital form with the help of scanner, and second, created on the computer using special software. So by using special software also you can create a graphics, or you can convert the photograph into digital form with the help of scanner. There are two-dimensional figure or illustration. We can produce manually by drawing, painting, carving, or by computer graphics technology. Used in multimedia to show more clearly what a particular information is all about. Okay, the basic component of multimedia, a digital representation of non-text information such as a drawing, chart or photograph. So student, you can see here, this is a one kind of a drawing. It's also the, we can say it's an image. This is chart and this is the photograph. But these all are the parts of the images. It means it could be by drawing, painting or carving. We can take a photo, we can drawing it, we can paint it, but we can say in form it's a one kind of a graphics. Now graphics, a picture means thousand of words. Student, if we see the picture can say thousand of words. You know that thing, right? Here is the example. You can see here road safety, basic, intermediate and advanced. First, before crossing the road, make sure you look to your left, to your right and then left again. Then walk carefully to cross the road. So here you can see the image, and by see image you can guess that what that image want to say. That's why here it said a picture means 2000 words. So picture can represent the thousand of words. Before crossing the road, you have to see the right, left and then cross the road carefully. Understood student, what is the meaning of graphics or image? Now computers store the picture in two types of form, that is bitmap. We can say bitmap, it means raster images, and the second is a vector graphics. Now what is actually bitmap image? To store picture, computer uses pixel map known as bitmap or raster image. A pixel is a small dot on the screen. When bitmap images are made up of pixel, and pixel are tiny dots of individual color. So here also we can see the one kind of image, but the multiple pixel, or we can say the combination of many pixel map is called, this is a pixel map student. This is called pixel map, and to store the picture, computer using this pixel map is called or is known as bitmap or raster image. A map is two-dimensional matrix of this dot. Thus, a bitmap is a simple matrix of tiny dots which form an image on the computer screen. Each pixel contains values representing a color. Here, When an image is sent to be displayed on the screen, the picture data is converted into the pixel. So you can see a student, this is your bitmap images, but when magnified clearly shows the color pixel. So when you enlarge it, you can see here the pixel effect, student. Okay, understood? Okay. Now the example of bitmap images are TIFF, JPEG, PSD, GIF, PNG. Student, keep this thing in mind because it will be asked in MCQ also. The full form of TIFF is Tag Image File Format. The JPG full form is Joint Photographic Experts Group. The PSD full form is Photoshop Document. The full form of GIF is Graphics Interchange Format. The full form of PNG is Portable Network Graphics. So the full form of these all file extension may be asked in MCQ exam. Now, what are the advantages of a bitmap? When you use a scanner, the output will normally be a bitmap. Okay, so when you scan any photo or any images or any page or any picture, the output will be generated, that is your bitmap image, because the extension of, you can see student, when you scan any picture, it's coming in JPG or PSD or TIF or PNG format. So that's why when you use a scanner, the output will normally be a bitmap. More universally available interchange file format, most bitmap can be read by most bitmap based software, and certain file formats such as JPG and PNG can be read and written by every pen program. So these are the advantage of a bitmap when you using any software, and that time if you want the certain file format such as JPG and PNG which can be read, write every pen program. The second type of an image is vector graphics. The vector graphics is defined by mathematical instruction. They store the images in the form of mathematical equation. On the screen, both bitmap and vector graphics looks same. Just a minute. Okay. Here on the screen, both bitmap and vector graphics looks like same, but when you enlarge the bitmap image here, it will blur and the pixel will get enlarged. Okay student, understood? But the vector images on the other hand, looks the same when you enlarge it. So this is because the data is stored in the mathematical form and the values are recalculated when displayed on the screen. And that's why the vector graphics is used of points, lines, curves and shapes which are all based on mathematical expression to represent images in computer graphics. These graphics are based on vectors which lead to location called control points. Understood student? Now, extension of vector graphic image: EPS, AI, CDR, SVG, PDF. The full form of EPS is Encapsulated PostScript. The full form of AI is Adobe Illustrator Artwork. The full form of CDR is Corel Draw. The full form of SVG is Scalable Vector Graphics. The full form of PDF is Portable Document Format. So student, these all extension, if you see, it means it's your vector graphic image. It means when you enlarge the picture, your image will not blur. So these are the difference between vector image and bitmap image. Now our next topic is audio. So student, what is the definition of audio? What is the meaning of audio? You have any idea? Okay. Audio, it means your speech, music or any other sound. Sound is the most important element of multimedia. We can define sound as a meaningful speech in any language. The term sound is used in the analog form. Now, when I am explaining this point and I am speaking with you, so that's why the sound which is coming from me, that is in analog form, but the digitized form of the sound is called audio. It means student, when you listen the music from your audio, it means from your computer or your music player or from TV, that is your audio file which is in digitized form. Text and images without any sound are helpful when we are presenting in front of the audience. So student, it's a very important point when you want to explain something in front of the audience, but suppose there is no audio, there is no sound, you cannot explain anything. Like example, suppose I am showing you this PPT, but I am not speaking, just this video is going on continuously, you have to read and you have to go to the next, then you will not understand. It's difficult to understand. That's why the audio play important role for in front of the audience. But in the absence of the presenter, sound plays an important role. That's why the audio is very important. And the best example is when we are reading, when we see the educational CD. You maybe in 9th or 10th standard, suppose you learn some videos from internet or from CD also. So there are many educational CD also coming in the market which explain, and they explain each point in briefly. The user can enable or disable the sound option, but the learning process is more enjoyable when it plays with a sound. Am I right? When the user can enable or disable the sound option, but when we will learning, that process is enjoyable when it played with the sound. Without sound, it's difficult. You will become bored. You will not showing your interest to learn that thing. That's why the sound is very important. Thus, when a user see the presentation, she is able to understand it easily by seeing the animation along with the voice. Now you see your animation, but with audio, it's easily to understand, and that is called sound. Nowadays, computer supports multimedia applications. They come along with required hardware and software needed for multimedia application. Here also, I given one example. The same example. This is the text. So text used also here. Then your graphics used also here. Now there is the audio. Now what is the audio? So by audio it's saying, for before crossing the road, make sure you look to your left, your right, and then cross the road. So if somebody listen this audio, he can more easily understandable than seeing this picture. So that's why audio is a very important, student. Okay. Now our next topic is animation. Animation can add great power to any multimedia application. Any static presentation become live by adding an animation. Here I shown one example. This is one kind of a picture. I not added here any animation, but if I make up one static picture continuously in frame, then it's look like the person is playing these drums continuously, or this person is playing guitar. So it's a one kind of animation. Animation is a visual change over time. Animation is created from drawn pictures and video is created using real-time visuals. So example of animations are movies like Kung Fu Panda, Smurf. These are the example of animation. You had seen these movies, student. In multimedia, animation is used to further enhance the experience of the user, to further understand the information conveyed to them. So here you can see the animation. The person, again the same example I want to show you. For a road safety, before crossing the road, this person will see left, right, and then cross the road. So this is the example. Now our next topic is video. Now what is video? So any static presentation become live by adding a video. Actually, the term video refers to the sequence of natural scene captured using analog or digital video capturing device. So many times it's a confusion how this video become generated. Actually, video is nothing but there are number of images joined together and we can see in the video format. So photographic images that are played back at speed of 50 to 30 frames in a second. So within a second there are continuously 50 to 30 frames are played in a second. That's why it's provide the appearance of full motion, and that's why we saying it's a movie. And this device can be a web camera, digital camera, even mobile also we can shoot the video. The digital images are played one after the other to create moving effect. Is the technology of capturing, recording, processing, transmitting and reconstructing moving picture. If we carefully plan and well execute the video clips or animation, it can make a great difference in multimedia application. Video also takes a lot of storage space, so plan carefully before you are going to use it. Here, example, if you want to record a video using VLC media player, you can record it, and it is essential that you have VLC media player installed in your computer. If not, then download it from Ubuntu software. So here our first part is completed, student. Now in the next session we are going to learn interactive objects, classification of multimedia, uses of multimedia, stages in multimedia production. But before that, student, you have to see the video of multimedia, like where to use text, audio, image, video, animation in our daily life, as well as you have to write what you understood about text, audio, image, video, animation in your notebook. Thank you, student. Have a good day.